everyone, welcome to another What I Eat in a Day video. In today's video, I've challenged myself to do an entire day that is soy-free, gluten-free, and nut-free because I know that a lot of you have food allergies and you might think that you can't be vegan because you can't have soy or you can't have nuts. And so in today's video, I'm going to be showing you breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, all completely soy-free, gluten-free, and nut-free, and I hope that it helps to give you some good ideas. If you're excited about this challenge, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you're not already subscribed, and let's get started. Okay, so this is kind of a weird angle, but I'm about to start making some breakfast that I prepped yesterday, so it's gonna be super fast. I just made some overnight oats with half of a cup of gluten-free oats. I added some chia seeds to make it nice and thick and creamy, also to add some calcium, some protein, some fiber, some omegas, and then I added half a scoop of vanilla protein powder from Ritual, flax milk instead of almond milk or soy milk to keep this super allergen friendly. So I mixed that all together, and you wanna make sure that you mix it pretty well because you wanna make sure that you get the very bottom part because those chia seeds have a tendency to stick to the bottom, and you want to make sure that they're nice and hydrated so they can kind of like plump up and make a nice creamy thick texture for your oatmeal in the morning. So I put that in the refrigerator in a sort of embarrassing looking way because I can't find the little screw top thing that goes on the jar, so I just used one of those rubber bands that comes on a stalk of broccoli. I just save those sometimes in case I need them, like I did today. That did the job, held it all together. It's been chilling overnight, and I'm gonna show you what it looks like now because it is super thick and creamy, and I'm gonna top it with some caramelized frozen pineapple that is going to be so delicious and hopefully taste like a tropical vacation. That was my whole thought process when I was making this. I want my breakfast to taste like vacation, so let's do that. So it is all thickened up now. All of the liquid has absorbed. You can warm this up or just have it cold if you want. I like it both ways. Today I think I'm gonna do it cold and then have the warm fruit topping on top. I feel like that's gonna kind of make it taste like an ice cream sundae. You know how sometimes you have the cold ice cream and then the warm sauce on top, how that's a nice combo? I think that's the vibe I'm going for today.
So I'm gonna make a warm pineapple sauce that you can make in big batches and keep in your fridge throughout the week. It is so good on oatmeal, pancakes, on yogurt and granola bowls, or honestly just with a spoon. It's absolutely delicious. All you need is frozen pineapple, a little bit of naturally sweetened apricot jam, and I like to do about a teaspoon or so of maple syrup. Then just add a splash of water and let this simmer on medium heat for about 10 minutes. This is going to soften, and all the juices from the pineapple are going to mingle with the apricot, and it is going to become the most delicious pineapple sauce, and you can spoon that on top of your oatmeal or pancakes. It is seriously divine. And if you have ever made vanilla protein oats and you didn't love the flavor, I honestly think the choice of fruit here makes a huge difference. I don't love it with bananas, even though I usually put bananas on my oatmeal. I find that having a nice tart fruit like pineapple, mango, or even strawberries or raspberries is a really nice combination with the vanilla. Trust me, if you've never put pineapple on vanilla oats before, your life is about to be changed because this seriously tastes like vacation in a bowl, especially if you top it with some toasted coconut flakes. And I did some sunflower seeds and pumpkin seeds on top for a little crunch too, and this was divine. So good. 10 out of 10 recommend. Love this combination, and like I said, that pineapple sauce is a keeper because you can use it for so many things.
I hope that my videos show you guys that there are so many ways to get plenty of protein on a vegan diet, and even plant foods that you might not think of as having protein can sometimes have a little bit, and all of that really does add up. So like a cup of cherries or a cup of broccoli, foods that we don't associate with protein can definitely help to contribute to the overall daily protein intake. But there are dense sources of proteins that make up the bulk of my protein intake, like tofu and tempeh and black beans and chickpeas and various nuts and seeds and whole grains. But I know that some of you watching have food allergies, and so maybe you can't have soy or you can't have nuts, or maybe you just don't like the way those foods taste, and so you might think that you might not be able to be vegan because you have to cut out this entire food group. And so I wanted to show that there are lots of different ways to get plenty of protein on a vegan diet. And when I found out that the same company that makes the vegan multivitamin that I take every single day and have for like 2 years now was coming out with a vegan protein shake, I definitely wanted to give it a try because it has 20 grams of plant-based protein made from pea protein. It also has choline, which helps to support brain health, and it has all 9 amino acids, including L-methionine. So that kind of completes the essential amino acid profile and makes this a really wonderful source of plant-based protein. Like all Ritual products, the essential protein is soy-free, gluten-free, sugar-free, vegan-friendly, and non-GMO. It contains no major allergens, artificial artificial sweeteners or colors, and you can track the ingredients. So like the pea protein, for example, is derived from peas that are grown in the USA using regenerative farming practices, and there are a few different formulas that you can choose from. I have the 18 plus, but there's a 50 plus and also a pregnancy and postpartum option. That was a hard word for me to get out, but you get what I'm saying. So if you guys want to try Ritual's essential protein shakes, you can click the link in the description box below, use my code, and you will save 10% off your first 3 months. Now it is lunchtime, and with my lunch I'm going to be taste testing those sour cream and onion chips that I got from Lassen's in my last video, and they actually have cauliflower in them, so I'm really curious to know what they taste like. We will find out together, so that's what I'm going to go do right now.
So I started out with making a vegan chicken salad, and this version ended up being one of the best I've ever made, so I'll show you exactly how I did it. I just took 1 can of chickpeas and I'm going to mash that with a fork. Then I'm going to add lots of flavor with about 1/4 cup of diced red onion and half of a sweet apple. You want to do one that's kind of sweeter, so like a Fuji or a Honeycrisp or something like that. A Gallo would be good. And then I did about 1 teaspoon of poultry seasoning, about 1/2 teaspoon of paprika, and 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder. This combination is so delicious and definitely makes it taste like a chicken salad, not just chickpeas. Then I added about 2 tablespoons of Dijon mustard and the juice of half of a lemon, then just a pinch of kosher salt and a few grinds of black pepper. And to make it nice and creamy, I added about 1/3 cup of coconut yogurt, but you could also do vegan mayo if you want, or a combination of the two. And I like to mix this all together, and then I'll taste it and see if I want to add some more coconut yogurt, some more seasoning, some more salt and pepper. Kind of just depends, but once it is perfect, you can go ahead and serve it, or you can pop it in the fridge and let it hang out for a couple of days actually, because it's super meal prep friendly, and it really only gets better after a couple days because all the flavors marinate. Then when I was at Lassen's a couple days ago, I found this beautiful lettuce. It has these gorgeous leaves that are kind of like this really pretty gradient color, which I just thought looked so fresh and delicious, but they also are this nice kind of like cup shape, so it's perfect for a lunch like this. I'm just going to add a scoop of my vegan chicken salad into the center, and then some juicy tomato slices, a nice creamy slice of avocado on top. I love this combination so much. And then you can serve it up just like that, or you can top it with what I kind of think of as sprinkles. So sometimes I'll do some dulse flakes. This is a really great way to get some iodine in your diet on a plant-based diet, or I will do some everything but the bagel. This is nice because it adds a little bit of crunch and like a garlickiness too. So both of them are really good, but on this day I went for the dulse. And then one of my favorite lunchtime pairings with a sandwich or a wrap or lettuce cups like this is to have some chips on the side. I just think that is so good. And on this day, I wanted to try the cauliflower sour cream and onion chips that I picked up recently. I did a little taste test of both. Let's first talk about how delicious the like sweet and tangy and kind of umami Dijon-y chicken salad was. Like that was delicious. Super recommend this combo, especially with the creamy avocado slices. It was heaven. And the chips were interesting. I would give them a 6 out of 10. They definitely have a little bit of a vegetable-y flavor, but I did like the seasoning. I kind of felt like they were the baked chips texture versus like a potato chip, so a little bit different, but not bad. I ate quite a few of them, so they couldn't have been that bad.
It's a little bit early for dinner, but I'm in one of those moods where if I don't make dinner now, I'm probably just gonna start snacking, and then I'll just snack from now until the time I go to bed. So I feel like it's probably a better idea just to make the meal that I have planned, because I know that it's going to be delicious and really hearty. I want to make like a really hearty veggie packed meal, and I know that one of the components is going to be some roasted veggies. I'm going to do like a clean out the fridge kind of roasted veggie situation with a bunch of random odds and ends, like whatever I find in the fridge. I'm going to throw it on a pan, and then I'm going to add my favorite seasoning blend at the moment, which is a mix of za'atar, harissa, cumin, salt, and pepper, and you roast that with some olive oil. It's the same seasoning that I used in the carrot soup recipe that I shared recently, and it is so flavorful. It's got like the freshness from the thyme and the za'atar. It's got a little bit of kick and earthiness from the harissa and the cumin, and then salt and pepper obviously just it's great on everything. So if you hate eating veggies, or if you just find them to be really boring, try roasting them with those seasonings on it and then squeeze some lemon on top. It is so good. You could do a little tahini or some hummus too. It's delicious.
While the veggies were in the oven, I just went ahead and I cooked some brown rice. To do this, I just rinsed off the rice and then I put it in a pan and filled it up with water and added 1/4 of a veggie stock cube so that the vegetable broth would cook into the rice. And it's such an easy way to add just a nice base flavor to the rice. Once the rice was cooked, I just went ahead and fluffed it up with a fork and then I served it with the roasted veggies that seriously smelled amazing. And then I opened a can of black beans. I added some beans on there and then I added some steamed frozen broccoli. I just let it steam for like 3 minutes or so. I added some more lettuce from earlier and then some avocado, some creamy avocado slices, and then a big dollop of some zug sauce from Trader Joe's, which is like a cilantro jalapeno sauce, and tahini on top. And then I guess because I have to have at least some form of chocolate every single day, I decided that it would be fun to make some chocolate vegan ice cream. You only need 3 ingredients for this, and it's honestly been such a long time since I've made this that I kind of forgot how good it is and how easy it is. So I have a feeling I'm going to be making this all summer long. You just need 2 ripe frozen bananas and then 2 heaped tablespoons of raw cacao powder. And you can blend it just like that if you want, but I also like to add a heaped tablespoon of coconut cream, like from a can of coconut milk. It just makes it delicious and super creamy. That is all you need. Sometimes people will add a little maple to make it sweeter, but I think it is perfect the way it is. I love how chocolatey it gets and it's so creamy. And I love that the bananas just make it into that like thick, soft serve consistency. It's seriously magic. And honestly, it's delicious on its own, but I wanted to show you guys how you can make a soy-free, gluten-free, nut-free magic shell, vegan too, magic shell. All you need is some chocolate that doesn't have soy or nuts. This one from Trader Joe's doesn't, and so does the Enjoy Life. That one's like a totally allergen-free version. And so I just do a tiny little bit of coconut oil and melt it in the microwave, and then I kind of drizzle it all on the inside of a glass like this to make this cool chocolate design. And then I add my chocolate and ice cream right into the glass with a little bit more of that coconut cream and a little bit more of the chocolate drizzle. Then you can use a regular veggie peeler, or I'm using a cheese knife here, and I just take a little bit more of that soy-free, gluten-free, nut-free vegan chocolate from Trader Joe's. I'm going to shave it on top because it gives the best texture. And then as you can see, the little bit of coconut oil helps the chocolate to harden from the cold ice cream, just like Magic Shell. And you have this delectable, creamy, bittersweet, dark chocolate, cold, delicious homemade vegan ice cream. It's so quick and easy. And so this, like I said, is going to be on repeat for me this summer. It was so cozy to end my night with this. I just got cozy on the couch with a blanket and some Netflix and this delicious chocolate ice cream, and it was amazing.
If you liked this What I Eat in a Day challenge, please give it a thumbs up and comment below and let me know if there are any soy-free, gluten-free, nut-free recipes that you like to make so I can give them a try too. If you want to check out Ritual, there is a link and a code for you in the description box below, so don't forget to look there, and I will see you guys in a video very soon. Bye!